It was the turnaround that dependably ought to have happened, yet not very many thought would. How could a group with the world's #1 batsman, Steve Smith, world's #1 T20I bowler Imran Tahir, and undisputed best all-rounder, Ben Feeds, not succeed? But that is precisely what looked like would happen ahead of schedule in the competition. At long last, on a moderate Sunday evening, Ajinkya Rahane skipped down the pitch and planted the ball courteously, asking for it to go over mid-wicket for 6. After over 40 days of dramatization, including a very late knockout diversion, those 6 runs took Rising Pune Supergiant past Rulers XI Punjab, as well as past Kolkata Knight Riders and Sunrisers Hyderabad. Be that as it may, such a long time ago, when the competition started, it looked so far-fetched. Rising Pune Supergiant players stroll off the pitch after a match. Spurtspics. It'll Rising Pune Supergiant players stroll off the pitch after a match. Spurtspics IPL. RPS, after an unexpected opening win against the Mumbai Indians, had drooped to 3 straight annihilations. Those incorporated a 97-run drubbing by Delhi adrenaline junkies, and being forced to bear a cap trap against Gujarat Lions. Up until this point, their season was going precisely as the past one had. 2016 had seen them complete 7th, with only 5 wins. Smith couldn't without any assistance win diversions. MS Dhoni appeared to have lost his magic. Also, Sturz was progressively resembling a mounting charge car, a charge with no real way to pay it. Groups like Mumbai Indians have shown us that abroad players are fine, however you truly require your Indian players to succeed, to persuade accomplishment to remain a while. Enter Rahul Tripathi, who concealed Rahane's unwillingness to go for the top dogs. Tripathi stopped one of the 2 noteworthy Lakuni for RPS, scoring rapidly in the power play. This season, he has arrived at the midpoint of 32 with a strike rate of more than 150. What's more, when we say averaging 32, he truly has. After his initially diversion, he scored more than 30 in 7 out of 8 recreations. Abruptly RPS had a redesigned form of Rahane, similarly as tried and true, and quicker out of the pieces. His begins helped them to an impossible win, safeguarding 161 against batting powerhouse illustrious challengers Bangalore in their own sanctum. That was the diversion where the explore different avenues regarding 2-leg was retired, and J. Devon had cut and Dan Christian came in. The combine are distinctive yet indistinguishable. Christian utilizing an assortment of slower ones from similar edges, and Undercut utilizing a similar cutter from various edges. Christian additionally made the batting request somewhat more. At that point against Sunrisers Hyderabad, Dhoni, boss among the Indian players, discovered his touch once more, without any assistance pursuing down 176. Fans crosswise over establishments were pleased. Effortlessly the most prevalent player in the IPL, the competition is wealthier with Dhoni in shape. Unadkat, Shardul Thakur, Sturz and Dan Christian turned into the key bowlers, yet Tahir required support, and Smith required in the power play. Prompt Washington Sundar, the 17-year-old who was picked as Ashwin's substitution, to accept his open door. Sundar made the India U19 group as a batting all-rounder. Yet here he was acquired particularly to counter the left-gave openers of Sunrisers Hyderabad with his off-turn. He presented a defense for maintenance, going at only 6 runs and over regardless of rocking the bowling alley 3 in the power play. He has been inside from that point onward. His spells in the power play permitted Smith more prominent choices at the demise, stopping the other huge lacuna for the RPS, knocking down some pins. Because of the 17-year-old, RPS were an adjusted group. Like the most recent couple of seconds of a Rubik's solid shape provoke, you could see everything becoming all good. RPS hung together 8 wins in their last 10 matches. Being another group, they will undoubtedly enlist various firsts. Not at all like 2016, these were firsts they wouldn't fret bragging about. They figured out how to enlist their first win at home. Having lost each home amusement last season. They rocked the bowling alley resistance at surprisingly when they shot out Gujarat for 161 in Pune. In a similar amusement, Stirs enlisted the principal ever 100 for the establishment. Tripathi nearly got another in the following diversion against KKR, some portion of his 6 scores of 30 or more in succession. A similar match saw them post their most astounding power play score of 74. Unadcut grabbed the primary cap trap for the group, and has gotten no less than 1 wicket in each match he has played in. The 161 they shielded at the Chinnaswamy was a record on that ground for a meeting group. This implies RPS now had 2 chums at IPL everlasting status. Of the other 3 groups in the playoffs, they have beaten 2 of them twice this year, including Mumbai, who they begin against. This implies little in the T20 range, yet RPS won't whine. However, they will be without 2 of their central modelers, Stirs and Tahir, both reviewed for national obligation. The execution of their Indian players now turns out to be much more fundamental. This season has been a tiny bit of a tall tale. Presently RPS fans, following a painful year ago, will seek after a glad closure.